Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're checking out the new LEGO prize machine set. We're going to go through the building process and see how all of that works, and of course, take a look at the 16 brand new minifigures included, and then afterwards, I'll share with you my thoughts about this set. Let's get into it. So this is set number 21358, and it comes with 1,343 pieces. This released on the 1st of June 2025 and retails in the UK for £149.99. This is the 66th LEGO Ideas set, and later on we'll see how it compares to some of the others. Taking a look at the box, we get that sleek black design that LEGO has been using lately. It really makes the red elements pop, and in my opinion, it gives the whole thing a more premium look. And on the back, we get a preview of a few minifigures already opened, along with the dimensions of the prize machine itself. There's also a handy diagram that shows you how the play feature works. Up top, all 16 minifigures are shown lined up in a layout similar to what you'd expect from a new collectible minifigure series. And in the top right corner, there's a one-to-one image of the coin you receive in this set, which gives you a good sense of its scale. Now let's get this box open and see what's inside. After carefully lifting off the lid and unpacking all the contents, here's what we've got. First up is the instruction booklet. Here's a quick tip, don't forget to scan the QR code on the front and register your set for 20 insider points. The booklet is over 170 pages long, so we've got a lot to go through. In the opening section, we get to meet the designer behind the set, learn a bit about his background and what inspired him to create the LEGO prize machine. And there's also a quick note about how the 16 minifigures were selected for this build. There are 13 paper bags in total, 11 are numbered, and then 2 bags that are unnumbered. Even though I didn't record the full build, I did capture the progress after each bag, and I've got to say, this was a really fun one to put together. As I went along, it was great to see how the mechanism took shape, from the ramps that guide the prize balls, to the hidden Technic elements that made the crank function and release just one ball at a time. It's one of those builds where you really appreciate the engineering as you go. The mechanism runs from the bottom all the way up to the top of the machine, and I imagine it must have been a real challenge for the designer to get it all working smoothly. All of that clever internal engineering is neatly hidden away behind these large red panels that are built using curved slopes and tiles. They give the machine a really nice clean and smooth look on the outside, and it looks great from all angles. Then, in the unnumbered bags from earlier, we add some serious height to the build using these massive clear panels. They act as the glass front, letting you see all of the prizes inside once it's fully loaded. Then finally in bag 11, we build a second coin and put together the lid for the prize machine, which slots nicely into place and can be easily removed again whenever you want to reload your minifigures. Here's how the set works. You take one of the gold coins, drop it into the slot, and then turn the crank. The action dispenses a prize ball containing a minifigure, and the best part, you get your coin back, meaning you can repeat this process again and again and again until you've unlocked all of the minifigures. There are 16 minifigures in total, each with their own prize ball. There are 16 prize balls, 8 in yellow and 8 in blue. Each ball has a transparent half, so that you can instantly see which figure you've just won. The minifigures are arranged into pairs. Most of them have subtle differences between their counterparts to keep things unique, although 1 or 2 pairs are near enough identical. Let's take a look at them all. First up is a really fun inclusion. This is a minifigure version of the set's designer, and for his accessory, we have a minifigure scale prize machine, and he pairs really nicely with the next figure, which is a LEGO Ideas designer. We know this by the small Ideas logo on the front of her jumper, as well as the large logo on the back of her torso. She comes with a few tiny builds representing her own creations. Our next pair is the new classic spacemen in teal. They've got a few unusual accessories and some really nice teal oxygen tanks. And following them, we have a second brand new colour. We have this pair of spacemen in gold. They've got the classic space logo and the smiley face. But guys, comment down below, do you prefer the teal spacemen or the gold ones? Up next, we have a male and female pirate duo, both equipped with weapons and a treasure map. And their back printing might be simple, but it definitely does the job. Then we have a bit of a throwback with a pair of Paradisa inspired minifigures. On the back of their torsos, you'll notice the number 92, a nod to the original release year of the Paradisa theme back in 1992. Now onto probably my favourite minifigures in the whole set, we have the Griffin Knights. If you know me, you'll know that LEGO Castle is hands down my favourite theme of all time, so these guys are right up my alley. The printing is perfect and the new Griffin shield is just fantastic. Honestly, I need to build up a whole army of these knights. And the castle excitement doesn't stop there, we've also got the Kraken Knights. Again, they have amazing printing, and I really like that the Kraken design features on both the torsos and the shields. It looks like I've got 2 massive armies to start collecting, which is fine with me. And for our last pair of the set, we have a fun nod to the classic Fabuland theme. One of the figures is dressed as an elephant, the other as a bear, both wearing a blue hoodie which you can see from the back printing. So that's all 8 pairs. Which one's your favourite? Let me know down in the comments. For me, it has to be either the Griffin Knights or the Kraken Knights, I can't decide. Now that we've seen everything this set has to offer, it's time for my honest review. Let's start with the positives. I do think that this is one of the most creative sets that LEGO has released in a long time. They've never really done anything like this before, and that alone makes it stand out. Visually, it looks fantastic. I can already tell that this is going to be one of those sets that immediately grabs attention whenever someone walks into my LEGO room. So I think it sells itself pretty well with getting people to interact with it. The design and mechanics is genius, and I have a lot of appreciation for the time and effort that clearly went into making this set work. But the biggest highlight of this set for me, without a doubt, is the introduction of the 2 brand new castle factions, the Griffin Knights and the Kraken Knights. So I'm absolutely over the moon about that. I've always said that the more unique castle factions we get, the better. So hopefully we start to get these 2 factions in some new sets over the next few years. Now for the downsides of this set, let's address the elephant in the room. No, not that one. I of course mean the price of this set. Here in the UK, it retails for £150, and honestly, that's a tough pill to swallow. Let's break it down. You're getting 16 minifigures. If we compare that to the latest collectible minifigure series, you get 12 figures at £3.50 each, that's £42 in total. If we added 4 more to match the 16 in this set, you're looking at £56 total for all the figures. And also, the CMF minifigures are usually top tier. They have detailed printing, unique accessories, and dual moulded parts. In this set, I'd argue only the Griffin Knights and Kraken Knights really reach that level. If we subtract that £56 for the minifigs, that leaves us with £94 for the prize machine itself, and I don't think the cost is justified at all. Another issue I have is with the presentation. I know I said this set looks great, that's because it does. But one thing that does bug me is that the machine still looks a little empty, just over half full. It really feels like this set needed more minifigures. Maybe 20 or even 24 would be perfect. It would solve both issues I've stated. Firstly, it would give the machine a fully loaded look, and it would help justify that £150 price tag. In regards to the additional minifigures, as a massive castle fan, I couldn't help but wish LEGO had gone even further. We got the Griffin and Kraken Knights, which is amazing, but back when LEGO did a vote of which castle faction we wanted in this set, we also had the choice of the Crow Knights and the Bull Knights. I think including them would have been a great choice, and I'm sure space fans would have loved even more colour variants of the classic Spaceman too. But that's just my take on it. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Do you think this set should have included more minifigures? And if so, which characters or themes would you have loved to have seen added to this lineup? Let me know down in the comments. I'm going to be reading and responding to every single one. So to sum it up, the set looks great, it's fun to build, and the new castle factions are a big win for me. But on the downside, the price is pretty steep, and it feels like it needed more minifigures to really justify that cost. But in terms of my recommendations, whether you should buy this set or not, if you're excited about it, go for it. But if you're unsure, I'd recommend maybe holding off for a while and waiting for the set to go on sale. Alright, that's all I have time for today. If you enjoyed this video, then give it a like, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'm aiming to reach 500 subscribers, and your support really helps. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.